I suppose the Shrikes thought it funny to truss up a master of escape. Seems I'll have to practice with the rope a bit more. We can't just let them get away with this. Luckily for everyone, I have a plan. Getting us back on the road, of course. A performer always lands on his feet. Well, usually. First act will require our cinch. I saw those ruffians tormenting the poor thing on the beach. If you free him, I'm almost positive he won't maul you. Well, he's been tied up a while. I'm sure you'll be fine. Mostly. We'll show those brigands what it means to toy with a dancing scrib. Their ship will soon be ours.
Not a mo...
Snehild's charms claim another fool. I don't know how she does it. Well, now that you're here, we can get on to the next part of Sal's plan. Simple. You get into the Shrike camp and find the key to their ship's hold. I've even got a volunteer to give you a disguise. Meet us at the edge of the dock. Sal's got another harebrained plan to sneak us all aboard. Don't forget your disguise. Get what you need from this one and find that key. Look for the captain's tent, the biggest one in there.
No man can resist my charms. It's good to know I've still got it.
Where have you gone, bastard of Sep? You can't hide forever.
Well, we've had a bit of luck. Cumberland was sniffing around and found some of our props. If we can get the rest back, we won't have to skip our next show. Seems the Shrikes shoved them into random crates in the warehouse. Cumberland can sniff them all out. You've met him. He's our monkey. Easy. Give him a cue and he'll do the rest. Just let him take the lead. We'll hide ourselves on the ship and leave the hold unlocked for you. You both meet us aboard later. This'll be easier than I thought.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Saul said you found Zainat Ri. I hope he comes back soon.
To flank!
Pirates know something's up. Won't be long before they start looking for us. I think the captain's on the other side of the ship. If we can take her out, the rest will probably give up. I hope. I've got them all tucked away, waiting for my signal. You got those supplies from the warehouse, right? I think I can use them right about now. Excellent. All right, this'll do wonderfully. You go on ahead, and I'll see if I can get our Zainat Ri to show his face. We'll open up the portals from here and let the rest jump ship. No use keeping extra passengers. Quite a ride we've had. I thank our stars that you came along to help. We've got some preparations to make. Maybe we'll toss a few barrels of kindle pitch into the camp before we set off. A parting gift of sorts. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Maybe even when we have a show to perform. I heard South Point's been quiet lately. Maybe we'll drop in and liven things up a bit. Next show's free for you, though. We'll remember your face, don't worry. Enjoy your stay with the dancing scrib. You're as good a friend as anyone's ever been to me.
Going, are you? You should come to our next show. I'm gonna juggle swords for a change. I can't imagine life without performing, my friend. It's too still, too stagnant. Thanks to you, we'll all get a second chance to make our fortunes. I mean it. Thank you. I've been trying to convince Ella to head west, see what we find out there in the deeps. But maybe we should stick to something a bit safer after all this excitement.
I found some new dresses amongst the Ragada's possessions. Hope some of them fit me.
I can't promise I'll remember any of this.
Zainat-Ri didn't like how the Ragada treated him, but at least he's in one piece. Thank you for saving him. I don't know what I'd do without him.
the lion. For the Covenant!
For Daggerfall!
Light it!
careful in there. Droblog orcs aren't known for their diplomacy.
You, get down! Stay down and keep quiet. You'll reveal my position. Sorry, I'm Glenier, Senior Proctor. I tracked the Crimson Raiders here to their hideout. They're bandits, just a domestic concern, but lately they've been hindering the Dominion war effort. They attacked a dozen ships this month. Indeed. I need their rudder. They're sneaking ships through our waters. With that rudder, we'll know their routes, and intercepting them will be a matter of procedure. There is, however, a small army of bandits in there. Feel like lending a hand? Do this together then. You fight them head on, I'll strike from the shadows.
Be gone with you.
Circle around.
Seems you know your way around the battlefield, friend. We could win the war tomorrow if we had a dozen the likes of you. Can I assume you took the rudder off their hands? Excellent. Looks like it's coded. Let's see. Imperium Light, take them! These fiends aren't a random band of Colovian slavers. They're Imperial military! We've got to do something about this. According to this, not only is an Imperial captain here, but so is an envoy from the Worm Cult. I can't let such essential targets just walk away. Whoever finds them first gets to take them out.
To the side! Charge!
To their guests.
Don't think you can threaten me. I served the Empire loyally for 20 years. I vacationed with a Tharn.
Yes, we're all very impressed.
You listen, and you listen well. These Bosmer build walls. Powerful walls. Walls that will keep you safe while we expand our empire. We can't afford to waste them on this plane meld nonsense your cultists keep babbling about.
You don't understand its importance because you don't understand the plane meld. Every soul we use in our ritual brings us closer to joining the realms together. You'll have all the walls you could want then. Ebb-inspired, unbreachable walls.
Everyone gets a knife in the face. It's been years since I spilled blood in the field. Ah, the memories. Good work! With this, I can convince my superiors of the Imperial threat. The Dominion needs more soldiers like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an ambush to plan. You there! Over here! I prayed to the Eight that more help would arrive. And here you are. I'm Paris. My ship was boarded by bandits calling themselves Crimson Raiders. They captured me and the crew, brought us here, told us we were slaves. I was lucky, rescued by a man named Glenier, told me to run, but I've not seen anyone else. Yes, 3 of my friends are in there, probably still shackled and helpless. I think you're the only chance they've got. I hope I never see another bandit again. Horrible people.
I need your help. These blithering idiots are talking about selling us off into slavery. Thank you. So Peras is alive? We told that idiot not to steer us into Crimson Raider territory.
On the side! Circle around!
By the Divines, have you come to help? Please tell me you'll free me. Bless you! Find my friends if you can, if they're still here.
Hello. How about a helping hand? Seem to have gotten myself into some trouble. Not for the first time. I never should have let Paris navigate.
Don't worry. A proctor remembers those who were useful.
Don't feel bad for me. I got what was coming to me. I trusted Paris. And that's why I'm not choking him where he stands. Might seem harsh to someone on the outside looking in, but you don't know Paris like I do.
Thank you for freeing us. I didn't think bandits would ever want anything with a couple of scholars on a boat. Why would you ever board a ship with Paris on it? Come to think of it, why did I? I'm fine, thanks to you. And Paris owes his life to you twice. It's his fault we ended up in Crimson Raider seas. If you hadn't saved us, I would have killed him. Hopefully we'll return to our original course. We were headed to Tempest Island to study the storm phenomena. I've heard the Marama are causing trouble in the area, but trouble never stops a dedicated scholar.
That was a timely rescue. If you hadn't come by, slavers would have hauled us halfway across Tamriel by next week. Probably would have learned a lot from the trip. Would have seen a lot too, as slaves.
You did it! You've returned my crewmates! My friends. You've done more than many would do. More than many would be capable of. I think my friends and I will need to recuperate before setting out to sea again. Doctor, are you still heading to Velin Harbor? Indeed I am. You can accompany me if you wish. The same goes for the rest of you. You lot are lucky we rescued you, if I do say so myself. There's no telling what the Imperials would have done to you otherwise. Mercy is in short supply on both sides of this war.
What? I thought it was bandits that captured us.
They disguised themselves as Crimson Raiders out at sea, but the bastards we fought against to free you were professionals. Military-grade muskazers.
I've never heard a high elf talk like you do.
I'll take that as a compliment. Follow me, and I'll ensure we all get back to safety. If you're up for a day-long walk.
Confound it. Paris, I hope you're happy. Told you it was a mistake to go through Crimson Raider waters.
It was the shortest route, Philineth. We were saving days of travel.
You could have gotten us all killed, or worse.
Oh, please. This is the most interesting month we've had in years. You're all scholars. Be open to new experiences.
Paris, when you sleep tonight, I'm going to drown you.
Need I remind you that I'm the one who saved your lives?
This is why no one likes you, Paris.
You'll all feel better tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning you'll be dead.
We'd better get going. You lot can murder your friend on the way to Velin Harbor.
Faluz! Faluz! Ugh, where is that stupid cat? My father was right. I should never have married a Khajiit. I wanted to see the world, explore foreign lands, eat exotic foods, not pull my hair out over a moon sugar addict. My husband Faluz ate too many moon sugar candies. He started babbling to himself, then ran into the forest screaming, "This one likes Bosmer! Plants are best friends!" I said he'd eat himself sick, but would he listen? No. Typical cat. Sweets from elsewhere. They're usually harmless, but if a Khajiit eats too many, there can be consequences. Faluz has been missing for hours, and I'm really worried. Can you help me find him? A passing merchant told me she saw a Khajiit near the Drabul Way Shrine, but Faluz ran off from here. I don't want to go too far away in case he returns. If he returns. He'd better return, or I'll kill him. Sounds crazy, but Faluz is so full of life. We met in Daggerfall. He ran an exotic goods store. Our love for the unknown is what drew us together. He promised to show me the world. I'd never been outside Glenumbra. And now, I hope we find him. It's beautiful forests, and to visit the fabled deep woods. Have you been there? I've heard all its ladies are green. Plus, Faluz has friends at the Bandari trade post. We'll set up a shop. Imports from Wayrest or something. Well, he has white fur, and scares easily. I've known him to hide behind fallen trees, rocks, and even under mushrooms. He also loves to jump and climb on things. He's pure cat, through and through. These are dangerous times to walk the roads alone, but one must make a living. You'll be disappointed if you come to visit Valinesti. The walking city is still missing, and something's amiss in the valley. Take my advice and leave while you can. Barothless and I hoped this would be the year Valinesti returned to its summer site. We found nothing but a hole in the ground at first. Then, a few days ago, we saw flashes of lightning in the valley. We thought it might be a sign the city was returning. When we got closer, we felt uncomfortable, unable to breathe. And then the lightning hit Barothless, so we retreated. What do you think's going on in the valley? I noticed peculiar standing stones. They weren't here last year. I'll bet they've got something to do with whatever's happening. If more of the faithful come to the summer site, they could walk into a trap. Those of us who seek the walking city, we believe Valinesti will return someday, so we travel the same route the city once took. We won't abandon our search for Valinesti, or its people. It's one of 4 sites visited by Valinesti.
The walking city moves, or moved, with the seasons, traveling between its fall, winter, spring, and of course, summer sides. This valley was once the summer side.
The site is cursed. I see no profit here. Only blood. Fallenesti have not been seen for generations, but there are many who travel to these sites. They need food and other supplies while they wait. Very profitable. If Walking City appears, well, Jarak will be pleasantly surprised. Should I let them starve? The Fallenesti faithful dream of finding a great city to take them in. They bring few supplies, sit in the forest, and hope the Walking City will appear. Mercenary? Perhaps. Jarak disagrees. Felin Harbor. I find markets and report to my fellow traders. The summer site does not look promising, however. Still, if you find out what's wrong, perhaps the market will improve. So the legends say, but there are many legends. Some say Fallenesti travels other worlds. Others believe it misstepped and fell into the ocean. Darker tales say it was taken into oblivion. But Jarak is not an expert. Barath asks me no more.
It hurts. I think so. The lightning, or whatever it was, burned me. But Jarak has put some salve on my wounds. I should be up and around in a few days. Perhaps the Walking City will arrive by then. I went up to the standing stones at the edge of the valley, and there was a big flash. Next thing I knew, I'm on my back with burns all over my chest. Still, this beats having a city drop on you. Don't you see? The Walking City doesn't just walk, it arrives. If a city appears out of nowhere, it could kill those waiting for it. I think the lightning magicka is a warning. Fallenesti is on its way. Of course. I understand why people might think it's never coming back. It's been gone for years. But the Walking City traveled Tamriel for centuries, perhaps even millennia before it vanished. It'll come back. It has to.
I need to make medicine for Barothlis. Explore the valley and find out what's going on there. Maybe someone below knows where the city went. I noticed peculiar standing stones. They weren't here last year. I'll bet they've got something to do with whatever's happening. If more of the faithful come to the summer site, they could walk into a trap.
Magicka, it fades too quickly. I can't correct for the fluctuations in time. No! Wait, is someone there? Quickly, if you ever want to see the city again, come to me. There's no time. Once the magicka fades... Oh, never mind. Meet me in the small cave past the men here, across the planks. Quickly! At last! Someone with the power to aid my efforts. I am Farandare, and I've spent my lifetime trying to rescue the city of Falanesti. With your help, I may be able to do it. Yes, there are many theories about what happened to the walking city. I believe it was drawn into oblivion and trapped there, with all its population. At last, I found a way to open a portal large enough to rescue it. No, not in this one. This little cave's my haven, my refuge. Saving Falanesti is my pilgrimage, but every time I move forward, something pushes back. And yet, I'm sure I can save the walking city. My husband was one of the thousands in Falanesti when it disappeared. I love him, and won't stop working at it until I've rescued him. And I'm not alone. You can help me now. Near each of the standing stones in the valley is a nearly imperceptible oblivion tear. Leftovers from my earlier experiments, but they're letting Daedra in. A mortal's touch will close them. Once one is closed, the other three must be shut quickly. First, I must time my ritual with each closure. This area is unstable, and the tears would open up again in a few minutes. I can't both close the tears and perform the ritual. I need your help. The second reason is the Daedra will open a portal in the valley and summon more of their kind. You must fight your way to each tear, then meet me at my laboratory within the northern cave. Are you ready? Can you hear me? I'll save you! It's working. I can feel it. The portal opens! Does it? Then they must be blocking the city too. We're too close to give in now. You must stop them. Clear a path for the city. His presence at all. Too many variables to track. My husband, all of Falanesti, they're so close, so close. The walking city must still be trapped in oblivion. We have to try again. That can't be true. All these years, all my research. they all point to one thing. My husband is trapped in oblivion. Don't you see? We must try again. You can't be. You're not. No. You're right. But I'm convinced my theory's right too. Fallen Estes in oblivion. I must find it. I will try again. I was right about you. You've been strong enough to help me see my own weakness. Well, back to work then. I'm sure I'll be able to find a way.
We saw and heard so much. I can't believe anyone thought she could bring back the walking city on her own, or that she thought it was taken to oblivion. Everyone knows the city rests beneath the Great Sea until it's time to rise.
I'm still in pain, but knowing Daedra won't swarm over us soothes me. The walking city never went to oblivion. Everyone knows it's on Massa until it's time to return.
These people are lunatics. As soon as Barathlas can walk, Tahak will return to Villain Harbor. There is no profit to be had here. Perhaps next year.